Hey, good morning. I'm trying to go live every day. I didn't go live yesterday. I was actually at my first obstacle competition for myself since 2017. I have competed in dressage since then, and I have competed in mounted archery, but not obstacles. Okay. And I used to do obstacles, like I went to a world championship and I got sixth before. I was like, I don't know, 38 people or something. Anyways, but it was my first time to go with my mule. And I want to tell you, so I didn't go live yesterday. I want to tell you something on Saturdays. I always want to go live and tell you something that was so small that made a big impact on me. And then Sundays live is always about my reflections of the week. So I'm going to combine those. Okay. So yesterday, it took a lot for me to go to that competition because that group of people they've not seen me this large. Okay. I am like 30 or 40 pounds bigger than what they've seen me as. Okay. So I had to that was hard for me because there's a few people, just minimum, like single digits, that are not really big fans of mine. So I hated for them to see me not how I want to be. Okay. Good morning. So there was that. I had to just get rid of that. That does not serve me, right? I was like, that does not help me out. Then, I had to be okay with, whenever I stopped competing, I was really, really pretty good, right? And now I'm on my mule, and my mule keeps me humble. Good morning. My mule keeps me humble because the other day he turned 180 degrees on me over a frog jumping into some water. Okay. So he's cool at what he does. And then he's really not cool. Okay. So to go there in a lesser state with my body and a lesser state on an animal that's not 100%. But that does not serve me to think about that, right? I went to that competition to get my mule away from the property and to make him stronger because we have 2 competitions coming up and I don't get to leave our facility a lot with my horses. And so I just needed to be around the chaos of just an event going on, kids running around, dogs, loud noises, things going on, people running horses, so I just need to be around that in a different environment that's not my own. So anyways, I use the competition as training for this competition that I care about that's next weekend. And then I have a world championship I'm going to, but see, that's going to be even Steven for me because it's mules competing against mules. And mules are kind of, they're just a different animal. Okay. They are literally they're goofy. They're like a dog that loves you, but then they're equally strong in their back end and their front end, where a horse is primarily strong in their back end. So you ride them pretty much the same, but there's just some things that are different. Okay. And plus, my mule, we got hogs. We had 3 hogs for 2 weeks in 2020. And where we had to house them, my mule is still oh, hell no. You had those hogs, those 3 very sweet hogs for 2 weeks. You might have them back and they might have decided to be bad. He is still messed up about those pins. Anyways, I had to put all of that over to the side. I had a wonderful time. I got to not meet people. Well, I did meet some people, but I got to talk to people I haven't talked to in so long, and they were just so happy to see me. And I just had wonderful conversations. My favorite conversation that I had yesterday was with a lady named Amy Campbell. And Amy Campbell has always just been such a bright light in my life. And I just love that woman. And I don't know, she said she follows me on everything because I have a positive message and stuff. And so, I don't know, I talked to her for 10, 15 minutes. My friend Rhonda was there. My girl crush, the lady that I want to ride her name is Chris Elby. I recorded her run because like literally when I grow up, I want to be like Chris Elby, and it's ELBE. Anyways, so my reflection on the week, okay, is, man, it's okay to not be the person that you were and go back into something that you used to love. Like, so many people don't have the balls to be like, hey, I'm going to go back in this and I'm going to be not what I was. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I took 9 years off from that competing. Last year, whenever I went back to fighting, I had not fought in 11 years. So like that was, I guess I enjoy being humbled because I am humbling myself. So, so my reflection, I don't even know what all I've gotten done this week. Let me look. Man, I'm making huge progress. Like there's like this, you ever have something that's just so much work and then you start chipping away at it, and then I'm feeling better about getting that project done. It just took me, it just took effort to get going on that. Well, I have a couple of those going on, and man, they just feel like energy sucks, okay? But one of them is all of my videos that I put on Facebook, I need to put them on TikTok and YouTube, and I'm doing that, and I'm growing my following. My following on YouTube is up to 515 people. And like this one's 109,000, right? But YouTube is a different beast. Anyways, I've never made it a priority, but I've started doing that. And once I get to 1,000 followers there, then I can work on, that'll be something that I can then use. Like 1,000 followers is a huge deal on YouTube. So that's something I'm trying to work towards. And I put my stuff on Instagram. I'm not a fan of Instagram. I have never like, I enjoy Facebook. I enjoy Facebook. I enjoy TikTok, and I use YouTube whenever I need to learn something. Like that's what I really like. And Pinterest every now and then whenever I feel like being crafty. That's about it. Okay. So, but I got behind on my stuff because I put up like, 3 to 4 videos a day on this page. So I'm just getting, that's one of my big projects I've been working on. And then I have got some new, I'm looking at I'm in all of my planners right now. I've got a new shirt design for my husband and got to get that done. And we're just getting ready for winter. You know what? I had one time read that you should live your life just vacation to vacation because it gives you something to look forward to. So we've been booking our vacations, so then we have a set date, and then we're like, okay, here's the set date. What the heck are we gonna get done between now and then? And like, really, that does help. Or just event to event, like you're gonna go visit someone or whatever. So, okay, that's my reflection, okay, because that's what I'm supposed to do today. Yesterday, I was supposed to do a live. Yeah, YouTube is hard. Oh my God. It's hard to be celebrating finally getting to 500 followers on YouTube whenever I have over 100,000 here. But YouTube, boy, those people are dedicated, and it only takes 1,000 people to get monetized. Good morning. Good morning. All right, here's the small thing. And I hope that this is going to change your life if you'll just be open to hearing it, okay? So, all right, you're going to think I'm talking bad about my husband, but I'm not. I'd punch somebody in the face if they were talking bad about my husband, okay? He has a large project that has become the elephant in the room, and it is my piano bar. It is a piano that I got. Yeah, it's different, Livy. I do it differently on there. Anyways, okay, so it's now caused us issues because we've had that piano since like 2000 or before, and my love language is acts of service, okay? And I want that piano bar because it has all of my state, national, collegiate, all of my medals. We've made that into an epoxy top, and like that, it means a lot to me, right? And then I have for years been like, David would be like, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, I want you to finish the piano bar. What do you want for your anniversary? I want you to finish the piano bar. What do you want for Christmas? I want you to finish the piano bar. Like, but then him not doing it hurts me. Okay. It hurts me because I feel like I'm not a priority. I feel like, and then my husband, he always gets angry about that. Like, oh, you think I don't do anything? And then we have like beef. So this piano bar it's become a problem. It's hard for me. It's hard for him because he feels like it's just that it's a new thing for him. And I know that he's like nervous about doing it, but it's caused us issues. Well, I'm like done with it. So I went and he had poured epoxy for the bottom and the top. I went and took him out of his shop and I called this Mennonite woodworker, and I'm supposed to bring the piano bar there on Monday because I'm like, I got to take this out of our marriage because I feel like this thing is hurting us. So I've just got to dismiss it, right? I got to move on because I'm hurt and he's angry. Okay. So anyways, well, our assistant was there, whenever I had moved those things out. And then I was like, man, I've got to just be done with this. And he was like, I wonder what the piano bar is in my life. Okay. Something that he has put off that really needs to be handled. And, anyways, so it was, moving. His mother had asked him to move stuff out of a storage building, and he had done it, except for it was raining and they couldn't get like some stuff that couldn't get wet. So he's put that off. And then so like today, he is getting a U-Haul and going to do that for his mom to finish that up because she's actually stopped asking about it. Okay. And he's like, oh my gosh, this is my piano bar. FYI, while I was gone for that competition yesterday, my husband went and got those epoxy things and put it into the piano bar, and he is going to finish it for me. And I will call Monday and tell the Mennonite woodworker that I'm not going to bring the piano. My husband wants to do it for me. It's just, it always gets put on the back burner, but it feels like me. So we just got to get that piano bar done because we're now to a point with it where it's causing us issues. And my husband's love language is, of course, physical touch and words of affirmation. Well, mine is acts of service, which is like time. Because this piano was free, and we're making, the countertop is out of the metals that I've won. So those didn't cost anything. So like, it's not a money thing. And I'm actually kind of weird about gifts. Like I love giving gifts, but it's hard for me to receive gifts. I love receiving gifts. But I am kind of weird about that because, growing up, had someone in my life that if they, did something bad, they would just buy me stuff and thought that was love. And so I'm kind of messed up about receiving gifts. And now I am such an anti-hoarder because I'm trying not to say something bad. Just a lot of stuff, I look at it as time. Like you have all this stuff and you gave up time to have that money, but I would rather have had the time, and then they don't even respect the stuff or keep it clean. So I'm kind of like, you wasted your life. You wasted time with me for something that's just sitting there and that's junky. So I don't know. I'm weird. I am weird about gifts. If you know what, one of the best gifts that I got, I like things that I can use and be done with. If somebody gives me a jar of homemade jelly, that means the world to me because it took time and it was thoughtful. I don't like stuff for stuff reason, I like like I got these pins right here, and it was actually a free pin, but I told a lady how much I liked it, and she gave me a package of them, and I've given a couple of them away. But I love this pin. Like, I don't know, I hate that I'm weird about gifts, but I don't. They were always used as leverage against me. Sometimes if somebody bought me something big, it was used as leverage instead of love. So, but when I love giving gifts, and I don't know, one of my friends gave me some really cool chopsticks last year because I eat with chopsticks all the time. And that was so nice because ooh, I'm gonna cry. Holy shit. Quit. Because she thought about me and was like, what is something that Brandy really likes? And I love eating with chopsticks. And like, I don't know, like this little plate right here, I kept like a plate and a cup. My friend gave me a set of china, but I'm the youngest one in my family, and so was my husband. We have all sorts of sets of china. So I just kept the one saucer and the cup because it was so nice that she gave me that. And anyways, all that rambling. The one small thing that I'm taking away from this week, I realized what my piano bar was. My piano bar was me not fully dealing with my weight. My husband just booked us a vacation, and there's typically 3 seats in a row, and he paid for an upgrade for there to be 2 seats because one of these airlines, their seats it's kind of tight. Well, my ass is kind of wide, okay? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then watching my competition yesterday, I was like, Brandy, like, your booty is wide, girlfriend. My legs are a little bit bigger than what I realized. And I did not like the way that I look. And I'm all about positive self-image. And I'm about loving yourself and giving yourself grace. And I understand that we all age, but I need to address this and fight harder. So like, man, it just, so that is my piano bar, is not sticking with something for the entirety of it and like really giving myself the consistent effort that I needed to have. And my husband, you know, he's working on my piano bar. He's working on a million things. My husband is an amazing man, and I am grateful for him every day. And he's so freaking talented. Like y'all love me. Man, I think he's the rock star. He is amazing. And then our employee, his mama, is going to get her stuff moved because of that. So I want you to think, what's your piano bar? What's this thing that you have put off that needs to get done? You know, I have some little projects. We're not talking about this might be something that you've always put on the back burner, but if somebody's asked you to do something, I hate having to ask multiple times because to me, I'm not a nagger, and I'm too proud to beg. You know what I mean? I'm not going to beg. That's like demoralizing, I think, or dehumanizing. Makes me feel like a dog. Dogs beg. I don't beg, right? Anyways, I feel like whenever I have to ask somebody repeatedly to do the same thing, they're forcing me to be like in a motherly role but I don't like that we even call that a motherly role. If someone asks you to do something, it needs to be like, hey, let me put it on my schedule for right here. Let's do that then. I'm going to block that time off, or look at my calendar and be like, I don't have time to do that until 52 days from now, and I don't have something on my calendar. I'm going to put it right there. So like make a plan of action, or be like, okay, if you want me to do that, we need to purchase these couple of things. And then after we get those bought, then let's look at the calendar, like make an action plan. But because the whole thing of, I hate whenever I ask for something and I have to keep asking, because it's forcing me to be someone that I'm not. I am like a strong woman who is like business oriented, and I don't like having to be a person that has to keep on asking for something like gross. That's just not who I am. So anyways, that's my little thing that was a big thing this week. And for our employee to internalize that was really big on him, you know, of being like, all right, I'm going to handle this. So there's that. And I enjoy coming and doing these different topics each day on here. I don't remember what Mondays are, but I will see y'all live tomorrow, and you can watch my run from yesterday. It's in the whole run. I posted it. My friend that was videoed just didn't mean to and touched the button, so there's like 2 videos, the beginning and the end. Anyways, I put it into the video that I just uploaded with like get ready for me and everything that I did before the competition. I think I was nervous, so I just got I did canning before I left for this competition that was out of state yesterday. Like I did a whole bunch of stuff. So y'all have a wonderful day. Tackle your